And hello there, all you Stay Tuners. Welcome back to another episode of Stay Tuned Sports.
No. You stop right there, you son of a gun. I got one thing to say to you, bastard. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
And as he's singing, I want you listeners to know that he's wearing a Marilyn Monroe dress.
Ooh, Mr. President. I do declare you are sexy.
Yes, we have our good buddy back here.
Back? I'm always here, damn it. Can't help you do all those fight shows nobody wants to hear.
Listen.
Well,
last weekend there was...
Don't push it because it's your birthday, pal. Do not push it.
I'll save those for tomorrow's show anyways. There was some good boxing matches last Saturday night.
Right. Interesting.
Khan, he's garbage. Everybody that I talked to was like, "Oh, he's the next, good fighter." Blah blah. He's garbage. But we'll save that for tomorrow. We got a lot of football talk because
it's draft day. Day.
Okay, I was gonna kind of build it up and say there's something kind of going on tonight. I'm not sure what.
You hear that echo?
Oh, that's my head. Yes, the NFL draft is tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. Do you like how they have that now? I mean, I know it's been like this for quite a few years now, but I remember it used to be just 2 days. It used to be a Friday, Saturday.
Right. Now
they do Thursdays, just the first round.
Well, I like that.
I do like just the first round.
I wish they'd knock the rest of it out the second day, but
Yeah, because
you got 5 seconds. Get up.
Is that Khan again?
Yeah.
Amir Khan. But yeah, no,
I thought that was your birthday, sex. You got 5 seconds. Hurry up.
Wow, you're giving me really good credit there.
Well, she put a time limit. It is your birthday.
I was going to say, she's like, all right, get your pants. Oh, it's done. But yeah, so we got some football talk. A lot of hockey surprises in the playoffs. I forgot to go back and see how our records were.
Yeah.
Pretty much that first, with the Penguins and
Lightning
were the first
Capitals.
two. And like I said, the boys did the NHL bracket challenge.
Right.
My whole right side was with those two. And then, surprisingly...
That's because you had Philly going to the Stanley Cup.
Hey, I could dream. Which even that, we got a new head coach. I talked about that last week, too.
Right.
I'm still on the fence about him. I mean, his resume is very good, but it's not the sexy pick to me.
Right. Well, I can't say nothing. My Penguins got swept.
And you know what?
I'm going to send them all brooms for Christmas.
I'll give you credit. You called it. I watched the whole 4-game series, and their defense killed them.
Right.
And Murray, maybe
he wasn't as electrifying.
Yeah.
But he was solid, and it was just brutal.
Yeah.
Listen, I told you, I don't think sweeps are hard in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And we had 2.
Yeah.
Just in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
The Lightning got swept by Columbus.
Exactly. It wasn't...
Wow. I mean, I was upset about Pittsburgh. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But, I follow Tampa, too. I have a little place in their heart, my heart for them. And they were destroyed.
Yeah.
Dude, they were the President's Cup winner.
Again, like you just said, they were a top-tier team. It wasn't like they were the wild card, bottom seed. They were a good offense, too. They
were it all season long.
Yeah, and even Toronto. Toronto was a high-powered offense.
Who?
Toronto.
Toronto?
Yes. I say Toronto.
Are they in Mexico? I kid Canadians, eh?
Where's our buddy at? Is he here for this show?
Which one?
Likes the soccer.
Oh, you mean me, senor?
There he is.
Hello, senor.
Did you watch any of the NHL playoffs?
Who?
Never mind.
I watched LC Fadastro.
How'd they do?
They won 1-0. It was a riveting game, senor.
All right, can you bring shoulders back into the room?
Excuse me, senor. They want you back on set. What? Already? Yes, senor. They did not like me. Okay. I'm coming. Hey, what's up, Jim?
So we're gonna touch on that. My favorite Eagle quarterback to play ever, Donovan Mcnabb. He's kind of in the news.
Again, proves that your judgment is retarded.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's a good quarterback, but we'll get to his comments.
Right.
And then we'll finish the show with little Eagles NFL draft talk. But first, sticking with the Philly concept here.
Sixers move on.
Damn right. For all you fans say, oh, the
first game. Hey, they looked. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And then they picked it up through injury, everything, and they were decimating. A lot of the games were not, oh man, this is close. Most of the time they were up big.
Yeah.
So,
and how about
congrats to the Sixers.
How about the little scrum that happened? I think it was Game 3 between Mr. Dudley and Joel Embiid. Is that Embiid?
That Dudley do-right needs to calm himself down. I don't know.
Someone put a picture of him and Elmer Fudd.
Right, it makes sense. I would say Yosemite Sam, but sure. Yeah, blood and cutting. I'll take that ball off you.
And the dude's like, what, 5 foot compared to... But I like Joel when he did the foul. There was a foul. I don't think it was a flagrant foul.
No, Dudley do-right's a freaking ninny.
Yeah.
I'm calling you out, punk. Grow up.
But, they went... That was another sweep, wasn't it? It was 4 games, I think, right?
No, 5.
It was a 5. Oh, okay.
I just said, pay attention, Jimbo.
It's my birthday. I'm drinking, so I
lost the
got
first
rumor. So, but yeah. So, do you know who the Sixers are playing now, or is it still going on? Like the first round?
No, they're done. They moved on.
Yeah, but do you know who they're playing in the second round yet?
Toronto
or Toronto?
Well, it depends on what side of the river you come from. The Raptors.
That was just terrible.
I don't get paid for my voices, goddammit.
So do you think the Sixers are going to get destroyed?
Well, listen, everybody's out there again. The Sixers are done. Toronto's a hot team. But, yeah. I mean, again, just like, how can we say that? We just watched the Stanley Cup. We've been watching the NBA. Was anything predictable? Did anybody think that right now it'd be 3-2 Golden State over Clippers?
No.
And they were up 3-1. They lost last night.
Yeah.
The Clippers were giving them a run.
Yeah.
So it's just like any given Sunday? Well, it's any given Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday in the NBA,
I think there might be a conspiracy there with the NBA, though, because Golden State's always
would you take your tinfoil hat off? Jesus Christ.
But listen, the Sixers, they're a young team. It's kind of like when the Eagles won the Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Except for JJ.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
And they really have no care in the world. They just go out there to play. And that's most of the time when any team could be dangerous, when they're young and just don't care.
Right. I don't think the series is going to be closer than people think. Everybody just likes to hate on Philly just as much as I like to hate on the Flyers.
Yeah.
I get it, but let's be realistic. We're not here just to shake tail here. We're here to say what we think could be happening,
Yeah.
And I think the Sixers have a shot. It's very interesting, so we'll see.
Speaking of hate, did you see about the Paul George talking about the game-winning shot by Damian Lillard?
Yeah, I think it would be something like, I don't know, something about a bad shot.
That's a bad shot. Care what anybody says, that's a bad shot. But hey, he made it. That story won't be told that it was a bad shot. We live with that.
Yeah, bad shot. He made it though, but I'm confused. Does that mean he wasn't playing good enough D, or?
I mean, from my understanding, Paul George basically let him have the shot because he was so deep.
Right.
It was like 30-plus foot deep or whatever.
Well, I get where he's coming from then. Maybe we're construing it. And he's saying, well, there's no excuse, though. So you're talking about a game-winning shot.
Yeah.
You play defense hard at any point.
Yeah. And
I feel bad for him. I can understand as a former player, like, hey, that's like saying, here, have it at half court. And you don't want to foul him with 1 second left and they're trying to do a buzzer beater. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get it, but how can you, bad shot in the sense of an attempt, but not at a game winner.
Yeah, but, if you thought it was a bad shot, okay, I can understand maybe playing off, quote-unquote, a little bit, but he had the chance to stop it. Stop the guy from even
right, but
attempting.
you don't want to foul the guy either.
But maybe even get a little closer then.
Well, right. I mean,
You know?
it's
Now-
tomato.
Yeah. Now, as far as stat wise, when I was looking up some stuff, this kid I guess is like the next up and coming.
Lillard's good. He's a good shooter. He's Stephen Curry-esque.
Yeah, and you know what? The one article.
Not
from
no
ESPN,
disrespect to him. It's just Curry's a household name. Lillard's becoming one.
Yeah, and
He's got a good shot. He's been in the league for a while. It's
they
not
actually
like-
compare him to Curry as far as the 3-point shots. I
Right.
think they said the average for 3-point shooters in the NBA with this distance was like 25%. He was doing like 39,
right.
which, you know, me with math, 39% is not good, but actually with basketball, it kind of is. It's, you know, you can't really be a 90% 3-point shooter.
Talk to JJ Redick. Hey, listen, I'm not saying I want like a nice signed jersey from Lillard.
Oh, here we go
I'm not,
again.
you know, I'm not saying that, but you know, I think Paul George was frustrated. I'm going to go on the defense for him. I don't think he meant what it was. He wasn't putting the shot down for him or the capability of him making it. He just said, you know, the statistical value of what that shot would have done.
Yeah.
He's like, it went in. I mean, what do you want me to do?
And the only other thing that bothered me with the quote, and I know you said you're defending him, is, okay, you say it's a bad shot
Right.
statistically and all that,
Right.
but he made it. Why not give him at least a little credit? Like, you know, like,
See,
yeah,
I
it
don't
was a
think
bad
he's
shot,
not
but-
giving him credit. That's the thing.
that's
I mean,
what
I
it
don't know.
doesn't
Listen
sound
to
like.
his voice. It's different. Like, there's a solace in it. He's
That's a
down.
Yeah,
bad
he's
shot.
disappointed.
Care what anybody says. That's a bad shot. But hey, he made it. That story won't be told that it was a bad shot. We live with that.
I mean, that's just to me, you know what I mean? Like, he's basically saying, like, he feels let down. I definitely say that. Like,
Yeah.
Paul George isn't usually, in my opinion, a shit talker. He's
No.
not a bad guy. He's usually a class act. I don't
Yeah.
see it as being a disrespect the more I listen to it. I see it at him saying, like, it was, and if you watch his, I mean, it's easy to hear, but if,
Yeah.
you know, everything in life, we got to watch cues, too.
Yeah.
If you watch him during the conference, you could just tell he's like, I mean, it was a bad shot. He's just, like, dejected. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it worked for him. We won't be talking about it. And maybe because they're all coming down on him on the defense part of it.
Yeah. And,
You know?
I mean, that I will give Paul George, like you say, he's not a
Right.
shit talker. I mean, you know, pretty much I follow sports all week,
Right.
whether it's NFL, whatever, and his name never really pops up as a bad character.
No.
in a way.
He's,
you know?
he's a stand-up guy. I have high respect for Paul George.
Yeah.
Signed jersey. And, you know, I really do. All kidding aside. He's never been one of those guys, you know?
Yeah.
So, I take it as it is. We're also seeing a short clip.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
so
know,
you don't know exactly
I'm
how
not
the
gonna sit
question
here
was
and judge.
asked or anything like
Right.
that. Yeah, you're right.
Makes
so.
good news, though.
It does.
Hey.
But again, that's media. They're looking for that little clip that makes
Right.
him
Well,
look bad. And,
just like everything in life.
yeah.
So, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. You know, I know Lillard responded. I'm not even going to get into it, but it is what it is. He's heartbroken. He's
Yeah.
been in the league. He's a good player. He's trying to get his team to go somewhere. I get it.
Yeah.
So, you know, speaking of class acts, let's move on to this. Did you hear Tyreek Hill has no formal charges coming against him? That's been announced.
That surprised me. I believe
I don't want to hash up crap, but
Yeah.
he's no charges
I believe there was like
for child abuse.
2 or 3 incidences of the child abuse.
Right.
And I believe, was it earlier this week or last week, he actually lost custody of his child
Right.
because of all this.
Right.
So let me lay it out there of what I've seen over the past couple of weeks since this story has been coming out. The kid had a broken arm.
Okay.
Okay, and the kid's not no 18-year-old kid. It's 8, 9-year-old. It's a little
Right.
kid. Broken arm.
Right.
2 incidences in a week, I believe it was.
Syllables.
Yeah. Well, again, I'm drinking.
Right.
And
I
then
get
there
what
was
you're
a
saying.
third one, and now there's no charges. Like,
Well, I mean, I'm going to put my faith in the investigators that they conducted what they need to conduct. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, what did they find? So, if they're clearing them for whatever reason, I'm going to trust in it. Now, as far as their child protective services, if they took
custody of the kid, then there might be something there.
But
it doesn't warrant. So was it just maybe possible neglect in the sense of an accident? Do you understand what I'm saying? Well, because I didn't put the parking brake on my car, it rolled back and bumped the other car. Well, I didn't mean to bump the other car. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But my negligence.
How did? Again, I mean,
we weren't there to see how the arms broke.
Yeah.
I'm not going to harp on it. You know what I mean? Like,
and I wonder.
My biggest thing is the NFL still going to suspend him?
They should.
Why?
I mean, you look at
not guilty.
You look at
not guilty.
Adrian Peterson.
If the glove doesn't fit, you must quit.
Peterson was never charged.
Who?
Adrian Peterson. And
but he admitted it and went through it.
And then he didn't get suspended though.
Adrian Peterson got suspended for that.
How many games?
Like 4.
When he was with the Redskins or the Vikings?
Vikings. That's when it all came out. That's why he left there. He never came back though. They didn't keep him.
Oh, I thought he just got a little slap on the wrist. Here's a little.
He was in court. That poor guy. You know, listen, I don't condone child abuse. He disciplined his kid the way he was disciplined, which was wrong back then, and it's wrong now.
Yeah.
Okay. There was no malice to hurt the kid in a sense. There was no malice to permanently danger him. I'm not going to get on that level because I love kids. I love.
Well, if that's
I
the
coach
case,
Little League. I'm not saying I condone that.
If that's the case, then the NFL set the precedent right there with Adrian
Right,
Peterson.
but he didn't admit guilt, and they found him no charges. So what are you going to suspend him on? Here's my only problem with that. Where do we draw the line with the NFL?
And that's the big problem. With
Here's my thing.
Power.
Like, so now somebody accuses me something and I'm found innocent, right? Mm-hmm. But you're still suspending me.
Yeah.
Can't be that way.
And I think that's also going to come up in the CBA, which they're slowly.
Well, they need to do something. It can't just be Goodell's whatever he feels.
I think it should be like a committee, not
me
not
too.
just Goodell. It should be like a 3, former player or 3, owner committee or whatever like that.
I'd say 3 owners. Yeah, screw that. Why not just make every owner and every coach vote on it?
I don't know. I would actually probably take 3 people from the outside, like. I'm just gonna throw names out there, like, like a Donald Trump or, like, political people or like activists, like
Alvin or
Reverend
Al Sharpton,
like people like that.
Nobody be guilty.
But you don't want owners.
I say, how about like
you don't want owners and coaches doing it, because then let's say,
Eagles,
for example,
1 or 2 judges.
Okay.
From major cities. We'll give him that.
Yeah.
I say 5 owners at random. Well, I don't even want to do that because then that'll be speculated, right?
Because
and I think the whole league, I think every owner should vote because they're the stake in the interest.
I would say every owner minus the owner of the team that's involved with. So,
why? He should have a vote. He's not the one that committed it.
So
if he's going to do the right thing, we got to stand on.
They're not going to do the right
Why
thing.
not? They might want to save face. You'd be surprised.
They want to win Super Bowls, and they will not. If Carson Wentz, God forbid, gets busted for coke or something like that, Jeffrey Lurie, he'll be the anonymous no to suspending him.
Well, it'll be known who votes and who doesn't. It's not anonymous.
If you make it that way, then okay.
Right.
But if
you said it was anonymous.
Because you didn't say either or though.
Well, right. So why'd you speculate to the worst always?
See, there we go. That's what's going to happen with the. Jesus Christ. But no,
okay.
I do agree. I think they should have some type of committee put together for this and figure it all out, because these suspensions, non-suspensions are just.
See, I say we'll go that route, but in reality, it is what it is. So if he's not guilty, no charges.
Yeah.
Then the NFL shouldn't worry about it.
Kareem Hunt, he wasn't charged. And
he's under investigation still.
He got suspended.
Well, right. They jumped the gun again.
See?
What? So wait. As a U.S. citizen, we have due process.
Yes.
But in football, we don't.
NFL always waits till it comes out whether he's getting charged or not getting charged.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? So how do they do that with Kareem then?
I'm almost positive that...
Almost. Okay, just curious.
That charges got dropped or didn't get filed against them.
Listen, I'm also at the point where they should be held to higher standards.
Yes.
I don't want to be a hypocrite.
Yeah.
I said, you're getting paid millions of dollars, I get it. But I'm just sick of the wishy-washy crap in the NFL. That's what my problem is.
Yeah.
There should be no gray area in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's either we're doing this, or we're not.
It's almost like they don't have it written down in the handbook. They're just kind of winging it as they go.
Right. That's like, martial law. You can't just, whatever we say.
Yeah.
And you want us to buy into your product.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, if the kid has a broken arm, there's explaining to do. I mean...
And Tyreek Hill, I don't think... Did he make any type of statements yet about
I didn't
this
get
whole-
involved in it because I'm sick of it with the NFL. These players, this was a past episode.
Yeah.
They need to be taught the right way.
Yes.
And I don't get it, We all come from different backgrounds and different diversities. I understand that. But there's got to be some kind of fundamental somewhere.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Listen, Tyreek Hill could be totally innocent. We don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and speculate. I have no knowledge of the investigation.
Yeah.
If they put a report in my hand with me to read,
Yeah.
I'd make my opinion.
Yeah.
And I don't even like Tyreek Hill. I don't like the Chiefs. I have no tie into this.
You don't like him as a player or how he plays?
Well, I mean,
just...
he's not somebody I'm like, I love Tyreek Hill.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm saying, Jesus. Calm down, Sharpton. I feel like I'm on trial here. What I mean is I don't have any emotional tie to him.
All right.
I don't cheer for him per se. If he does great, I'm like, cool. If he has a good catch, cool.
Yeah.
I don't care if the Chiefs win or lose.
Oh, okay.
I don't give a crap.
No, the way you said it to me was like you just didn't like him, didn't think he was the greatest receiver out there.
Well, I think he's a speed demon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I'm not saying I wouldn't like him on my team. I'm saying I just don't have any, right now, through my opinion, have any emotional tie to him.
Okay.
And I'm just, again, I don't condone child abuse.
Well,
I think
yeah.
if he's suspected, it should be suspended. I'm playing devil's advocate, and I'm just sick of the gray area.
Yeah.
And again, it comes back to everything we talked to before. I'm done with that. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
let's get on to another knucklehead.
Well, we're going to hold off to that one.
Oh, come on.
Why? Because you don't want to do NHL predictions after
Well, we
last
can do predictions.
round's
but-
disaster for us.
Sure.
So let's start off with this, though. Let's take the Penguins series out for you. What was the next biggest surprise for you with this first round of the playoffs?
Lightning.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have
President
said.
Cup's winner.
Well, I would have said that.
Swept. They didn't lose in the 7th game. I'd be like, it happens.
But the
Swept.
Stanley Cup champions.
Lowest
Lost.
seed beat the highest seed in 4 games. Think of that.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, butts are extinct.
but I also said last episode, or the episode we did our picks, I could see the Capitals sweeping the Canes.
Well, you could, but they didn't.
But that's how high I had the Capitals
Right,
winning this.
but they're not. And they lost.
Yeah.
But what's more surprising?
Well, to you was Tampa Bay, and I'm just
Right.
saying that to me is the Capitals, and I'm right.
Shit.
The one thing.
Stop drinking Twisted Teas over there. Jesus.
Speaking of Twisted Tea, if you're out there, I'll take a 6-pack. Mostly the 24-ounce cans, because the smaller cans, they don't last that long for me.
And a box of tampons.
But the one thing that me and you could agree on with this is no more cup for Ovi this year, though, at
Right.
least.
I mean,
I'm happy with that.
like I said, I don't think he's a bad guy, but being a Penguins fan, I don't want to see him win. We talked about that. I mean,
How
it's
about...
surprising. I'm not going to say that wasn't surprising, although I believe I did call that Carolina was going to give them hell.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, you did. Because when I did make my, sweep prediction, I held up a cue card for you to read off of that I wrote before the show.
Wow, man, we're going to base the show off lies. I wonder why we have 5 fans. Wow.
No, that's your following for Twitter, by the way. But
Here's his hypocritical switch. Ready? Look at, he just switched to a hypocrite. Oh, he's back.
But I mean, me watching the Penguins series now, you nailed the nail on the head there about the defense. Defense killed them.
Right.
They
I
also
just don't understand what Rutherford's idea was this year. He really wanted Hagelin back. Well, why'd you get rid of him in the first place?
Speaking of him, not to get off subject,
Uh-oh.
do you see where he might be rumored to be going if the Capitals don't re-sign him?
No. Flyers?
The Flyers.
No.
They said if Capitals don't sign him, Fletcher and the coach have deep ties to him and want to bring him in to help that defense. Dude, I am telling you now, if Hagelin signs, I am buying a jersey and wearing it every show just to piss you off.
Can't hear you. There's breaking up.
I mean,
wow.
I think they said it's very
just
slim,
when I said it couldn't get any worse.
But,
See what happens when you have a kid and you lose out? I haven't heard that. I'm glad I did until now. Now I'm depressed. Zoloft, the new medicine of happiness. I'll take a sponsorship, please.
The one thing that I did take away from the Penguins, I really didn't see anybody setting up in front to, get
they were
deflections
flat.
and everything.
They were flat all the way around. I didn't see the usual spark. So I'll go on, hey, they won back-to-back. Is that an excuse? No, but sometimes they need a new jolt.
Yeah.
I don't know if Sid was hurt or not. I don't know what was going on. But he didn't seem himself.
Well, as much as I don't like him, I will give him credit. He was the only one that really stood out to me that he was trying.
He was trying, but it was more of a pass.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't see him take his shots.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, I didn't see the spark in him. He was a true captain, setting up everybody and doing what he needed to and being gritty, which was nice.
And even a couple of times, he was the only one that I saw in front of that, but he just kept getting bumped out.
I think he needed to take some shots, though. There was times where even the announcer was like, I can't believe he didn't shoot that.
Yeah.
And he passed it for a good attempt, but, the luck of the puck. A couple hit a post, a couple went wide.
Yeah.
Big difference, I mean, hey, there's no excuse. I'm a Penguins fan. I love them.
And I mean,
hopefully we'll see what goes on.
I'll give Islanders credit. I mean, they
played hard.
They go
they
back
played
to
hard.
Young not caring. They just and the speed.
I wish them well. I want to see them go far.
Yeah, I might actually be rooting for them the rest of the way now.
See, it's tough now because I'm Carolina.
See, I don't want Carolina to win because I don't like the whole antics after they win and the dancing around and just put your stick up in the air and salute your fans that way. Don't do the skull clap that the Vikings do. They did that for one game.
Okay.
So you didn't see these.
Don't
either?
Celebrate, huh?
Well,
Woo!
Celebrate, but just don't be assholes.
Listen, I know you beat the Capitals, but calm it down.
Exactly.
Right. Wow. Calm down, Hitler. Jesus.
So tonight's one of the first games. Actually, I think there's 3 of them. So let's run down real quick.
Well, Columbus at Boston. Who do you got?
Well, geez, I would say Boston, but again, Columbus beat the Capitals.
No, Columbus beat the Lightning.
That's right. Well, then, go with Columbus.
All right, put the T down. Right, but are they spent? I know they swept them before, but are they running out? Boston's defense is a little bit better. I'm going to go Columbus because I don't like Marchand. We all know this.
Yeah.
And not as a person. I just don't like him as a hockey player because he's so damn dirty. So
didn't take a shower dirty or
no,
you got
he's just a little rat. Dirty. He's known in the. It is what it is.
I remember a couple of things from last season that he did that he definitely rubbed me the wrong way.
He's the type you want to take out back and beat with a rubber hose.
Yeah. So we're both agreeing on Columbus.
Columbus, and then we got Carolina and the Islanders.
I'm going with the Islanders.
Yeah, I mean, I see this one's tough for me. I won't mind seeing either go on, but for the sake, I'll take Carolina.
Okay. And I did kind of like the little story with the
It's
kind
of like goalie. The 2 number 1 seeds going now. Because they beat the 2 top teams.
Yeah, they should get reseeded kind of in a way. But the little story that they told about the goalie from Islanders, Lair or Lenner, I forget how you spell his last name, but he was having a bad season last year, giving up goals left and right, and was thinking about committing suicide and stuff like that, and only to find out he was actually bipolar.
Right.
Got it all fixed, and
which is real important and a good message. Everybody, I'm sick of the stigma on mental health. Yeah. Help yourself.
Yeah.
Life's worth living. Stop with this crap. Just go out and get help.
Yeah. And if you're afraid to go alone, ask a friend
I'll go with you.
Help you. Yeah. I mean, there's people.
Hit me up on Twitter, and I'll meet up with you and help you walk in.
Yeah. Just don't ask them to.
But first, follow the show on YouTube. If you could please like our YouTube channel.
I gave you one job, and you're finally doing a good job at it.
We will donate $1 for every subscriber to mental health awareness.
We agree. We definitely agree to this. And actually going on.
So you hear that again. $1 for every subscriber to mental health awareness.
And to go on top of the YouTube.
Stay tuned sports on YouTube.
I actually loaded 99% of all the past episodes, so you can find all the past episodes on there. There's a couple on there that aren't there yet, but you could go to Podbean or iTunes, Spotify, all that stuff.
Right, we wanted it more accessible. Everybody knows YouTube.
Yeah.
So we even made it more accessible. And eventually we're going to do possibly a live production shot as we're recording these.
Yeah.
We're going to plan a way to get a camera here in our studio and have it a visual so you get to see us.
I won't lie. I'm kind of excited for that one. That's going to be pretty cool for everybody.
Right.
So the next game would be Dallas and St. Louis. I'm going to stick with the St. Louis Blues. Dallas, just because it's Dallas, the Cowboys. Oh, wait, that's the NFL draft. I hate all Dallas. I'm sorry, Dallas.
I've got nothing against the Dallas Stars. They just been one of them teams hanging around. I'd be shocked if I'll take St. Louis if you. Or no, you're taking Saint.
Yeah,
I'll take Dallas then.
Okay.
It's going to be a hard match. I think that's going to be a longer series. They're pretty matched. My heart breaks again with Colorado and San Jose. I want to see San Jose move on, but I like Colorado right now. The Avalanche look good. So
yeah,
I'll give you the pick.
All right, so you didn't pick yet. I'm gonna go Colorado for my 420 people out there.
Yeah, go Sharks.
So out of these 4 games, which one do you think is gonna be the best series, most entertaining?
Dun, dun.
Is that the Lightning's gone.
No more tea.
Okay.
I think the Islanders and Carolina are going to be very interesting.
I think a close second is going to be San Jose series too.
Right.
But yeah, I think the Islanders and Carolina is going to be the best one.
Right.
I'm going to definitely probably watch that one.
Right.
So with that, well, I guess we'll wait another 2 weeks, week or whatever, till that series is done, and then we'll pick the third round there.
Right. That's usually how it works. But sure.
So we'll move on to let Shoulders bash the greatest Eagles quarterback ever to play.
Nick Foles didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, I thought you were going to stop there and say Nick Foles didn't do anything, because he really didn't. Carson Wentz got them to that spot, and
Jimbo, stop right there. I promise you now.
Very good defense.
No, go ahead. I promise you now. If you ever talk shit to somebody when they say, and you say, well, we won a Super Bowl, I'm just going to backhand you. Because you know what? You're now no longer to claim that Super Bowl victory. Jesus Christ.
I could claim 3/4 of it because Wentz got them 3/4 of the way there.
Right. And he's been proving that he's... Yeah, okay.
So, since I'm bringing up Wentz and the quarterback I'm talking
Nick
about...
Foles did something...
Man, I got to you. See, when I want to get you pissed off, I know exactly how to get to you.
I'm not pissed. I just can't believe the poor fans got to listen to your stupidity. Jesus.
So, Donovan Mcnabb opened
yes,
up
the three of you.
his mouth this past week, basically saying that if Carson Wentz doesn't win the NFC Championship game within the next 2 years, the Eagles should move on and look for a new quarterback.
Maybe they could trade him to Jacksonville.
I will let you start off first before.
Well, first off...
Because I'm a Mcnabb fan, and I may surprise you.
First off, Mcnabb, shut the fuck up. You overpriced reject. Go get another DUI, honestly. Like, oh my God. Like, what have you done, Campbell Soup Boy? Like, you broke our hearts more than you've ever did anything exciting. You ruined great careers of Dawkins and other great people because you couldn't win the big game.
You mean like Freddie Mitchell did?
I'm just saying, people's champ.
Yeah, so when McNabb made that comment, Lane Johnson...
Oh, he's awesome.
I love him.
I agree, and that's where my heart lies.
He tweeted out basically the snake emojis,
right,
and then just basically told him shut the hell up. And then Lane, I guess the next day was on a Philly radio station and took his comments a little step further and basically said that every training camp, the Eagles always bring these past or former players back, to shake hands and good luck this year, guys. And he's like, I know I could feel that some of these players are jealous.
Right. And he says, and you wonder why nobody respects, meaning McNabb, when you come back.
Yeah.
And it's the truth. You're one of the few Philly fans I know that like McNabb.
And with this comment, I can't back him up. Because
it's just retarded. Mind your business. What have you done since football?
Yeah. You
got a DUI and kicked off CB Sports or whatever the hell he was on.
And it took him... Well, he got drafted in 99.
Still sounds like he needs a nasal strip.
Yeah. I think...
I just don't understand what this...
But, he got drafted in 99. We didn't even really go to the championship games till 2004.
Well, yeah.
2003, 2004. So right there is about 5-6 seasons. Wentz will, let's just say, he doesn't get anything in the next 2 years. That'll be 5 years.
Let's think. Well, 2002 they went. I thought that's the one they lost to the Buccaneers.
So 3 years.
Right, but was that really him that year? No.
No, that was the defense.
No,
the
100%.
Carried him.
The year that he was supposed to be hot with T.O., he blew.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl was a joke.
Yeah.
Like, what Super Bowl? Listen, let's put all players aside. Okay. And winning.
Okay.
Excitement-wise, what Super Bowl did you rather watch of the Eagles?
Which Super Bowl?
81 or 80, whatever it was.
Okay.
The 2004 or the last one?
Oh, definitely the last one was more entertaining.
So tell them to shut up.
Yeah, I mean, taking winning out and everything like that. I mean, the plays.
Did anybody throw up on the field in the last one?
You know, there was a rumor that Nick Foles took a poop on the field and it was kind of diarrhea because he was nervous and shit like that.
Must have been eating some Campbell's soup.
Well, it was coming up and he was like, "Oh wait, I know how this story ends. I gotta go the other way."
Yeah.
So, but
the rumor was he never threw up on the field, McNabb. McNabb threw some chunky soup in his mouth and faked it, so he had an excuse.
So everybody bashing McNabb that he was nervous and everything. Back off.
I just don't understand how that helps the team.
And Lane Johnson.
How does that help Wentz?
Lane Johnson said that. He's like, you are the all-time leading in most of the records for quarterbacks. Wouldn't you want to be the guy to mentor this kid and bring him up and build him up? And
well, no, because the attention's not on me anymore.
And that's what Lane Johnson said. He said that basically he feels like he thinks McNabb wants Wentz to fail, so he still could have all the records and be the...
Well, listen,
the best
he can have all the records he wants, but he'll never beat Foles in my eyes because he doesn't have a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He'll never beat Wentz in my eyes because Wentz helped him go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, tell McNabb, in my opinion, he's behind Rodney Peete, okay?
Whoa.
No.
Now, I know how to strike your nerve. You now know how to strike my nerve. Rodney Peete did not play for the Philadelphia Eagles. He played on Mr. Cooper.
Rodney Peete was in Philly. I have bad news for you. He was hanging with Mr. Cooper.
That era, I try to forget sometimes.
We had a great defense. It was part of our heritage.
Yeah.
You don't miss Rich Kotite?
Who? Who was the worst coach? Rich Kotite or Chip Kelly? Because this actually popped up on my Facebook.
Chip Kelly.
I have to agree.
Chip Kelly.
I mean, not only did he lose, he dismantled a team.
Right.
Like, Rich Kotite, he just sucked.
He belongs on the Maury Povich show, Chip Kelly. I done wrecked your marriage! He's just a clown. And we all wanted a success for him, but he's a clown. I don't get it.
So, getting back to McNabb, McNabb is stupid for saying this. He tried to backpedal a little bit.
People in Syracuse don't even like him.
Really?
Right.
And he was one of the better basketball players, too.
Oh, my God.
McNabb or Steve McNamara? He's a Scranton boy, by the way.
Steve McNamara.
To be honest, I might have to agree with you. And I'm not saying it because he's a local boy.
No.
But I've seen enough clips to see...
McNabb is good. He was clumsy. I don't get it.
That's
he was big oafy, and he reminded me of the Raiders quarterback who flopped.
Jamarcus Russell?
Yeah. No, I'm not saying he definitely has more talent, but I'm saying body, running, and structure. There's a lot of times he had a little too many steak and potato soup.
So if you think McNabb is an okay quarterback?
I think he was a good quarterback in the NFL.
Okay, so let's go with
I don't think he's as good to run his mouth.
Well,
I don't think he's done enough to have an opinion.
Kind of get off a little subject here, but I want to see your opinion about that draft since we got the
99 is one of the craziest drafts.
So you had Tim Couch, McNabb, Culpepper,
Dante was good.
Of those three, obviously Culpepper didn't last that long. Tim Couch lasted, 3 seasons?
Culpepper had a rough go. He was a good quarterback.
Who do you think would have, if Culpepper didn't get hurt, who do you think would have been a better quarterback, Culpepper or McNabb?
Depends on the team around them. See, it wasn't fair. McNabb had a great team around him.
And do you think
teams that should have won a championship?
Do you think that draft is overrated now? Looking back at going into that draft,
I think it was overrated. I think it was one of the craziest of things that happened.
Yeah.
Tim Couch doesn't even belong to sit on a couch.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know what happened to him. How does he? Wow. I don't know. How do you go that extreme? Like, how do you do great in college that well and do like not even a backup role?
I mean, I really think you got to chalk it up to the old phrase how the NFL is a lot quicker than college, and maybe he just couldn't do that transition.
Quicker, yeah, I get it, but I mean, at the end of the day, throwing a ball is throwing a ball. I mean,
but you got to read a defense,
right? But so when you finally read it and get a throw, you should know like a 5-yard out route, and you miss it. What?
Yeah.
Well, then what?
Yeah. So, but speaking of the draft, and we're gonna get off McNabb now. McNabb, shut your mouth from now on out. Tonight is the NFL Draft 2019. Starts at 8 o'clock tonight. I'm hoping to get this show out before then. Is there any predictions you want to give as far as, like, do you think Kyle Murray is going to go number 1 overall to Arizona?
It's tough. I think everybody's banking on Kyle Murray being the next Russell Wilson, and I don't think that's fair to Kyle Murray or Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I agree.
And you sound a little winded. What were you doing? Were you having a refreshing
midnight?
Everybody else is still like, yeah, you still on your tampons? No, wait. But it's tough. It depends on, well, let's face it, who's the number 1 pick?
Arizona.
Right.
Yeah. And
so do you stick with your Rosen?
In Arizona, but
I think they should.
Here's the storyline, though: is Arizona's new head coach coached Murray last year from Oklahoma.
Right. So that's a good chance. I mean, there's everything that feeds into it.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, one left field type scenario thing I think could happen is rumor came out that Daniel Snyder of the Washington Redskins is taking over the first round for the Redskins. He's picking the player.
Right. There's a lot of speculation for that, and
did you
everybody was saying because of Case Keenum and.
Well, did you see who he drafted last time he did this?
No, because he's a joke. He's
RG3.
Right.
That's when he traded basically the house, the wife, the dog, and everything to go RG3, which he's a decent backup now in Baltimore, but he never lived up to that hype.
I think his was injury.
I could see Daniel Snyder doing it again with Arizona and taking Kyle Murray, and Murray just not doing good because Alex Smith possibly, definitely done next year. Maybe his career's done. They re-signed Colt McCoy. You know, they really don't. I mean, yeah, they got Casey Keenum, but they really don't have
a quarterback. I think Casey got a bad rap because I think he's a quality quarterback.
I do too. I think he's a decent.
I don't know what it bothers me to wonder what happened to him. I don't get it.
It could just been flat out the type
system
of offense. Yeah,
I mean,
when he was in Minnesota, totally different offense than what Denver runs.
Well, let's just say Arizona, for sake, doesn't go Murray.
Okay.
All right. Second pick is San Fran. They're not going quarterback.
No.
I don't see them.
I see them.
They feel confident. New York Jets, not going quarterback.
No.
Now, the big chalk is that Oakland is going to go quarterback.
That's a possibility because I think Derek Carr technically could get released
Next
after this year.
3 picks have to be quarterbacks. Think about this. Tampa Bay is after Oakland.
Okay.
And the Giants.
Giants, I don't think they will. I think they're going to wait till next year, hopefully either tank this year and get the kid from Alabama.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so am I. Tampa Bay, I think they should. I don't think Winston is the right fit there right now. I think he needs what's the old saying? A fresh start somewhere else.
Right.
And maybe he could come on. Oakland, I think Oakland.
But the Giants do have the 6th and 17th pick.
Yeah. Now,
so you don't take a shot on a decent quarterback in case?
I don't think you take a quarterback at 6.
Maybe 13 or 17?
17, see who's there. And if a quarterback's not there, and you want to draft for need or
Right.
for depth, and there's no one there that's really worth that pick,
Well, after
trade
that,
out.
after that pick is Jacksonville. Now,
Which
do you
they-
think they screw Foles and go for a quarterback?
Well, I did a kind of a spoof article on Belly Up this past week. It's kind of like Mortal Kombat. And I kind of made a little joke about Nick Foles in Jacksonville that they traded for Nick Foles or they signed Nick Foles, but he's no young buck. That they should draft a quarterback.
I don't think this year.
I mean,
He's not that old.
I think he only has. Well, do you remember what the contract he signed? How many years? 3-4 years?
I think it was. I don't know. That's a good question.
Because if it's like a 3-4 year contract, which means he'll play this year and next year on it, and I'd be willing to bet like that third or fourth year he could get released with no penalty. Draft a quarterback. That third and fourth year, that rookie quarterback still on a rookie contract.
4 year.
4 year.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm
I'd be
saying.
willing to bet the third year he could get released without any penalties or anything like that, like salary cap hits.
Right.
So I would more look at like a 2-year contract for Foles. So bring a young quarterback in now, slowly groom him. You got Nick Foles who could groom him. You know he will. I mean, just his personality.
Right. Well,
He
yeah,
could-
he's a winner.
Yeah, I mean, he could tell the rookie how to handle diversity. I mean, he dealt with it in
I
St.
know he ain't
Louis.
gonna be like, hey, if you don't do something in the 3 years, you should be gone. I'm sorry.
If you don't do something in 3 years, you should be gone.
Who are you talking about?
Some overpriced Campbell soup drinking.
Is he overpriced because he was on Campbell's Soup?
No, he's overpriced because the Eagles wasted so much money in him for such heartbreak.
So
You don't think, honestly, look, one more time on this.
Okay.
You don't think if we had a star quarterback in that era, a better quarterback, we wouldn't have won championships?
better? Possibly. Because I mean,
Possibly?
I'm not saying McNabb was the Tom Brady of that era because he wasn't.
No.
But I'm
He
also,
made a lot of mistakes
I'm
in
also
those games.
not saying he's Casey Keenum.
I don't know. Casey's not that bad. Anyway, back to the draft.
I was gonna, man, you really hate him.
I don't hate him. I disliked the choices he made, the issues he had, and the choking.
On Campbell's Soup.
I guess. Poor Campbell's. I don't even hate Campbell's. I don't hate really anybody. I mean, it takes me really to say I hate. It's not really hate when I say it. If I do come off with that out of my mouth.
So
I hoped for him when he was a teammate. But a lot of his remarks the last couple of years are just rubbing me worse.
well, yeah,
And he's been in Philly long enough to know. Shut your mouth.
yeah. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have to say anything like you were talking before about Paul George. Just his demeanor, you could tell like he thinks I am better than everybody else in the world. And I'll agree. You know, it definitely does get on my nerves sometimes. But so talking about the draft, though, you know, the draft picks instead of everything like that. Philly has a 25th draft pick.
Right. Well, let's just finish it out real quick. Jacksonville, 8 is Detroit Lions, 9 is Buffalo Bills, 10 is Denver Broncos, 11 is Bengals, 12 is Packers. That'll be interesting to see who they help for Rodgers.
Yeah.
Crybaby Rodgers. Miami Dolphins at 13, Falcons 14, Redskins 15 with D. Snyder. I mean,
We're not gonna
take it! No! RG3, we're gonna make it! We're gonna make it to the ship bowl!
I got my 30-second clip I need now.
Should we change the logo? No! We are the Redskins! Sorry, D. Snyder, you shouldn't be put down for that clown. But, yeah, we got them. Jesus.
After the Redskins,
I
who
can
do
feel
we
the
have?
hate mail coming in.
After Redskins, who do we have?
The Carolina Panthers.
What do you think they do there?
I don't know. Obviously, they're not going quarterback.
They're
not going quarterback.
Here's the story, though. I think this.
Here's the scoop.
This happened before me and you started doing the show together. Cam might be out for the year.
I think I hear Aaron Rodgers in the background. Do you hear that? Yeah, there. I think
hold
there.
on. Silence.
Or is that McNabb?
Silence. That's McNabb.
No, that'd be.
But getting back to Cam Newton, yeah, supposedly he might be out for the year because he had neck surgery, the same neck surgery that Andrew Luck had a few years back that he was out. I could see them possibly drafting a quarterback.
All right.
Because if he's out for the year, Cam's not, again, he's not young.
Right.
You know, do you try and find
it's
a
a business.
successor? Yeah. Just like McNabb said, it's a business. You know, if you don't win a championship game, you're gone.
Then we have the Giants again. I'm not even listening to you. Then we have the Giants again, the Vikings at 18, Tennessee Titans at 19, Pittsburgh at 20. Okay. Now, it broke 4 hours ago that there is a big insight that Steelers are trying hard to go up higher in the draft.
Oh, I thought you were going to say trade back for Antonio Brown.
Who? I don't know. Enjoy Pepsi.
Here is my opinion about what the Steelers should do. If history serves me correct, they need to draft a wide receiver right now, this year. Because within 2 years, Juju Smith-Schuster, whatever his name,
he's going to be out.
Is going to be out because he's going to be on the driveway doing sit-ups. Pay me my money. I want to get out. With a diarrhea mustache on. The history says it.
But I'm wondering if they're trying to jump up for a quarterback because they know Ben's only got a couple years.
Yeah, they just extended Ben for 2 years.
From what I understand, they're high on Haskins. Haskins?
Well, he might be going to the Giants. If he gets past the Giants...
Well, that's what I'm saying, but if they jump up... If
he gets past the Giants, what about Detroit? You know, Matthew Stafford, he's getting up there.
But I'm just saying, Pittsburgh, we're saying they're trying to jump. So if they're going to jump, I'm guessing they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Probably up to the Giants.
So the Giants aren't going to be... Well, I mean, no, Giants are 6.
Yeah.
So if I was trying to jump up, and that's where you would want to go, right? So
yeah.
So then we got Seattle Seahawks. It's tough. They have everything going for them. I mean, I'm thinking they're more on the defense side of the ball.
They probably are because they just traded Frank Clark.
Right.
For
I think they're freeing it up.
Yeah.
Baltimore Ravens. They're high on Lamar. So.
Listen, I watched them a little bit last year. I'll give him credit. The one thing I did like and I took away from him is he's not letting the fans get to him when they were booing him in the playoffs. He almost brought
I
the team
him,
back.
But I don't. Man, I hate to say it, I just don't think he's championship quality though.
Is it the old adage? Is it because he's a running quarterback? I'm sorry, he's a running quarterback.
Right.
The coaches could say he's not, but
see, I don't know. I don't mind running quarterbacks that I see have good ball skills,
and I
don't see the arm the way he has an arm, but like I don't see that quarterback fire in him. Does that make sense?
Well, yes and no, but
okay.
Next pick.
Houston Texans. Deshaun Watson, no quarterback. J.J. Watt's getting older.
Deshaun Watson, he's getting up there in a...
Defense or running back?
Defense or running back. I would say defense first because, like you said, Watt is getting up there, and Clowney's a franchise tag this year. So they may be looking for a replacement.
Good luck on this pick. Oakland, number 24. I don't know what they're going with. They have the 24th and the 27th, and they had the...
I see them packaging those two to move up. To move back up to, say, the teens.
Right.
To edge rusher or
I think they should trade Philly for the 25th pick and give us 2.
It is John Gruden. You know he's doing this draft on Madden. Okay, well, this Madden says it works, so go ahead, Mayock. Well, let me look at my draft board here.
Then we come back... Eagles, Colts, back to the Raiders.
Okay.
The Chargers, back to the Seahawks. That's shocking.
Okay.
Back to Green Bay, then the Rams and the Patriots.
Wait, how many teams have at least 2 first-round picks there? So
Lots.
You said the Raiders.
Here's teams that don't. It's easier to say. These teams have no first-round picks.
Oh, okay.
Ready?
Right.
Bears.
Which went to the Raiders.
Right. Cowboys to the Raiders.
Okay.
Kansas City to the Seahawks.
Okay, that was...
And New Orleans to Green Bay.
New Orleans to Green Bay. What was that?
And Cleveland to the Giants.
Cleveland to the Giants. Oh, that was the...
Odell.
Yeah, Odell. But I'm trying to remember the one before that one.
Bears to Oakland. Cowboys to Oakland. Chiefs to Seahawks.
The one after that.
Clark.
Yeah.
And then the Saints to Green Bay.
Yeah, Saints to Green Bay. Who they...
They got somebody out of Green Bay then. Or it could be 2 years ago.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, maybe they traded up for
And then round 2 starts off with Arizona number 1 again. That's
wow,
nice.
really?
Colts, Oakland, San Fran, Giants,
Okay.
Jacksonville, Tampa, Buffalo, Denver, Cincinnati, Detroit, Green Bay, Atlanta, Washington.
Okay.
Eagles pick 53rd from Baltimore. The Eagles pick 57th from their own.
Yeah.
And then Dallas finally gets a pick at 58.
Woohoo! No, not really.
Kansas City finally gets a pick at 63. And then it goes into the third round.
So, going back to the 25th pick for Philly, who do you think we should
Metcalf.
draft somebody? Do you think he's going to fall that far?
No.
Can't. Oh, damn it. I sent you up there.
Everybody's saying the Alabama running back. I can't see him staying.
One other name, different
And
name
Penn
that I
State.
saw. Yeah, the Penn State running back popped up too.
I think he's supposed to be as good as Barkley, but he's fresher.
the Penn State kid or Alabama. Okay. The other name that
I'd rather
I saw,
the Penn State kid, I think.
The other name I saw was the Clemson defensive lineman Farrell. Drafting him there, which to me would kind of make sense because, again, my other article on Belly Up Sports that was previewed the Philadelphia Eagles draft, I said that I would probably go for him, pair him with Barnett. Brandon Graham, yes, we just signed him to a 3-year extension, but he's getting old. Chris Long doesn't know if he's playing this year for us or not. So we need to start getting younger on that offensive line. Fletcher Cox, obviously young. He's 26, 27 years old. It's proven that defenses do win games. Yes, you need a good quarterback, and let's hope that Wentz lasts the whole year because our buddy Nate Sudfeld re-signed for us. Yay. I mean, we have no one behind Wentz.
I don't know. Maybe Nate's better than we don't see because we were blinded. But
yeah, I mean, he only had like 1 or 2 full games.
I want some more offensive weapons. I know our defense is hurting. I won't mind going a cornerback on defense. I'm sick of defensive line. Stop drafting. We need to keep the guys we have.
Even if they're getting older, though?
Well, every year it's defensive line, and then we have like 16 of them going in and out.
Yeah, well, again, that's the way the NFL is nowadays. I know we're not playing Madden where our guys play 4 downs, you know.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just saying our receiving core has always been hurting.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, no,
Let's face it.
The only other...
Now, Deshaun and Alshon, great. But who's our third?
After that, I saw...
Are we keeping
USC.
Jordan Matthews?
No, he signed with San Fran. He signed with the 49ers. Yeah. So...
Oh, man.
But I would... I mean, I gotta go against you here. I think if we go with Farrell, it would be a good pick. Or I think we're going to kind of stick with our history and trade out of the first round. Which I'm going to be pissed myself because I'm going to stay up and watch it, and we're not going to pick about 10 or 12.
I want a receiver that's just a beast. I want Metcalf in the worst way, man.
Do you want him just because of the viral videos, the viral pictures, or...
No, I see raw talent.
Yeah.
And he's never had a real good coach. So now you take all the talent he's got already, and you get somebody that perfects him.
Now, where did he come from? Mississippi?
Blue and red. Mississippi State. Right?
Blue and red? No, it's, Mississippi State's red and white. Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. That's
Ole Miss
what I meant. Yeah, sorry.
And
Ole Miss is no bust.
Yeah.
You know, that is where
but what
a certain movie-made offensive lineman who played on the Ravens came from. Blindside.
You know, you want to talk about Mcnabb making sayings? You know, he blamed Blindside, the movie, for his career failing. After he left the Ravens, or they cut him or whatever, he never really stuck with another team because the movie came out and he's like, that NFL didn't want me there because all the drama that brought. No,
maybe he feels that way though.
McNabb feels this way, and you take
McNabb's a moron. McNabb's trying to insert McNabb in a world that doesn't want McNabb. That guy was the story about him, for him, and his career. Yeah. I'll give that more validity than that moron. Freaking idiot.
Why don't you tell us how you really feel? Next on Dr. Phil.
So you're telling me you don't like what he's saying?
So, all right, so you think we should go receiver first round?
Or cornerback. I wouldn't mind a shutdown corner, somebody that's...
So if we get a corner, now you're talking about 6 defensive linemen moving in and out.
Yeah, but our corners drop like flies.
Okay, if you go with that route, then maybe.
What was the
But
worst part of our defense, Lester?
our corners only because of injuries until the young Bucks.
Right,
start,
right. And then what was our second?
Second problem?
Linebacker.
Yes.
So, there it is.
I would probably look at a linebacker in a second or we
Right.
don't have a third round pick,
Right.
but
Right. So,
second round pick
cornerback or receiver,
In
or
the
I'll even
first
take
round.
a running back that's going to be the next coming.
I don't like taking a running back in the first round. I
Right.
would rather. I mean, you look at LaShawn McCoy was a second or third round pick.
I understand that.
You know,
And
I'm okay with taking
our
a running
backfield's
back
not too bad,
Yeah.
but if you're going to get somebody that's supposed to be the next Barkley or
Well, yeah. If you have that chance, yeah, you got to.
I'm
go
not
for
big
it.
on Alabama's guy.
No, like everything I was reading, I'm just like, yeah.
Seems like a nice kid.
Yeah. I mean, if he's there in the second round, I would take him then. I wouldn't
Right.
take him first round, but
I think we need a Vi Sekahema. We need a
dude,
nice
I
kid.
miss him. Vi Sekahema.
Sekahema.
I always call. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding.
Um,
You know he played on the Cardinals too, right?
right after us.
Right.
Before us, he was.
He played everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. What about Brian Mitchell?
He's good, but he's
Okay.
a Redskin in my eyes.
Sikahema, Mitchell, Sproles. Rank them best to worst.
Mcnabb.
Well, yeah, I was listening to Stay Tuned.
Well, yeah, I was listening to Stay Tuned Short, but I just don't know what I'm talking because I'm a little drunk, and I was the best punt returner here, and
I really think if Jake Elliott can't kick the ball, he's going to get fired.
if he doesn't win a preseason game this year, yeah, I know the business. It's a tough business, tough city. He's got to be gone.
Right. If Doug Peterson gets more than 2 losses the entire season, he's going to be exiting.
I'm not laughing because I'd be willing to bet within a week he's going to say that.
I really think the Eagles should draft me. I've been working out in Arizona. I'm ready to go, coach.
Oh my God. He's Metcalf. McNabb is Metcalf. Metcalf is McNabb.
And you kissed Metcalf? You got any more of that gum, Ace? I mind if you keep out of my personal business.
So I definitely do think we should draft a quarterback at some point this draft, kind of like a project in a way.
Yeah, screw, take Haskins. Let's throw controversy. I think we should take Murray.
And what, make him a towel boy? Because that's about how tall he is. For
Yeah, but I can't go on that. I don't know. He's got talent.
Yeah.
They always say we came close to having Russell Wilson ourselves.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the year we get.
Kyle Murray.
Then we could trade him.
Next week you will hear,
Yeah, I didn't like the Kyle Murray draft pick. If he doesn't win a championship game in the next 3 games, just move on.
I mean, the guy can't even get on the twirly bird at the circus, okay? He's not tall enough. He's not going to be able to do a Campbell's soup endorsement.
He's so short. He's got to sit on one of those things on the toilet so he doesn't fall in.
Eagles fans won't. They'll be swinging above his head.
for any of you listeners still listening, thank you for sticking around.
I'll tell you what. I bet we have a lot of Philly people right now laughing,
Yeah.
crashing their cars, and saying, that dumb prick.
Yeah,
because they hate him too.
Yeah.
Clown.
But yeah, I think tonight's draft is definitely going to be entertaining. I think there's going to be a lot of good stories coming out of it. We're going to do a...
I think Jamarcus Russell didn't get a fair shake.
As much as I love Charles Barkley, I like to get McNabb and Barkley together.
Dude, Barkley don't hold back.
Yeah.
I love Barkley, especially
Well,
when
they both got DUIs in Arizona. I figured they'd talk it out.
So I think that's going to be it for this week.
But I don't want to go.
We will do a...
You will hear from my lawyer.
We will do a recap next week, or maybe Saturday. You know, we're going to work out the scheduling here. But before we go, head over to Twitter and follow Shoulders at, or don't folders,
Shoulders_bro, but I'm really going to change that.
because it's just not working.
Yeah, I just don't like it. I think I'm going to go back to B-man, something like that. I mean, when I coach, I'm Coach B. You know,
Oh.
a lot of kids
I thought
know
the kids
me
usually
as
yell out, "You're an asshole, coach." Maybe go with that.
maybe
You know,
some of
you're
them.
underscore asshole underscore coach.
I'm an old school coach, so a lot of parents don't like me, but their kids love me
Yeah.
because I'm teaching them the right way.
Also, head over to the show's Twitter account, ST Sports Podcast. I'm not sure if there's any UFC fights this weekend. Sometimes I live tweet. No, YouTube is your thing. You got to jump in. You got grab it and run with it.
YouTube. I just like to see more followers on YouTube. I want that golden button.
And like we said, for every
You get all the other awards. I get the YouTube awards.
subscriber, we'll donate $1 to my alcoholism.
No, seriously. Every subscriber to Stay Tuned Sports podcast on YouTube, I feel it's something we should do. I'll donate. Both of us together are going to donate $1 total for each like towards mental health awareness.
Yes.
And prevention, help, everything we can do because it's a good topic and I'm dead serious. So get out there and start following.
All right, guys. So that is going to be it. I will be back tomorrow to talk UFC, boxing. And then next week we're going to do the recap for the draft.
No, probably this weekend.
Maybe this weekend. We'll see.
This weekend. Damn it. The fans deserve it.
If they don't come back this Saturday, they should just move on.
If they don't like it for the mental health awareness, I swear,